Hello friends, this is Leslie here from leslievoice.com. Today in this video, we're going to talk about HR analytics. So basically we are going to talk about what is HR analytics, who can get into HR analytics as a role, and what are the courses or programs that you can use to learn HR analytics. And then towards the end, we're going to talk about what are the opportunities available in HR analytics and how to get those opportunities. So basically this video is purely focusing on HR analytics as a job role and how to get HR analytics. Right? So let's get started. So first part is about you need to understand what is HR analytics and why HR analytics is important in today's corporate world. So HR analytics is basically the job profile that you will be doing if you are into HR analytics is to analyze a lot of HR related data and then tell the leadership that this is what has happened in the past and this might happen in the future, right? So basically you have a lot of data, you analyze that data and see what has happened, what is the trend, right? And also as a HR analytics person, you may also predict what is going to happen based on what has happened in the past, right? So that is the major role of a HR analytics person in the job. Now, how does this person do? This person obviously has a lot of data in the organization. This data can be basically the employees' data, right? There is a lot of employee related surveys that the organization does. So the data can come from that. How to retain employees in the organization. For an example, some of the use cases for HR analytics can be to analyze and identify in which department we would have more attrition or in which location we would have more attrition. Based on that data, based on that prediction, the leadership can do some activities or do some engagement programs to retain the talent in that particular region or in that particular department, right? So that's how data analytics help businesses, okay? So that is what, if you are getting into HR analytics, that is what you are going to do. So let's understand who can get into HR analytics. When I say who, anybody can get into HR analytics. Today in this world, you can become whatever you want to, right? But however, there is a basic or a minimum criteria usually companies ask for. So we're going to see about that. Basically, somebody who has done MBA in human resource is highly preferred candidate for a HR analytics role. And MBA from a top college is highly preferred, right? And then if you are somebody who is a BTech plus MBA, then that is a best choice to have in HR analytics because HR analytics includes a lot of slide programming and a lot of mathematical knowledge. So an engineer with an MBA would ideally be a preferred candidate for a HR analytics role. But that doesn't mean that if you have an MBA and BE, then only you can get into HR analytics. If not, still you can get into HR analytics. We are going to see how you can do that, right? So this is the basic qualification usually companies look for a HR analytics profile. Now coming to how does they call it HR analytics today in this market is they call it as people analytics, they call it as talent analytics, they call it as recruitment analytics, they call it as HR analytics. People call it in different names, right? Don't get confused about that. There's all one and same, right? There's no difference about all this. It's all the different parts within HR analytics. So don't get confused about it. So that's the third part which I want to talk about HR analytics. Now let's talk about how you as a fresher or an MBA graduate or somebody with less than 2-3 years of experience, how you can get into HR analytics as a role if you prefer to, right? So the first thing what I recommend here is you need to go just do a simple Google search and look at top HR analytics courses in Bangalore. The importance of these courses, obviously in MBA colleges, we might learn little about HR analytics, but I don't see really a college which is teaching too much into HR analytics as such in an MBA syllabus, right? So it's important that you learn a bit using different courses so that you have a broad understanding about how does HR analytics job work and how you can actually do that job, right? So if you are somebody from a top MBA college, then obviously you can get campus placements and which can be into HR analytics. So for you, this might not be required because you are already placed in a HR analytics role, and the company would ideally give you a training and then you can learn from that. But if you're somebody who is from a other colleges and you want to get into HR analytics, you have not got a learning, or nobody is hiring you into HR analytics, but you still want to get into HR analytics, then this is what you need to do, right? What you need to do is do a simple search. Go to Google, look at top analytics courses in Bangalore. You can search for Pune, you can search for Chennai, you can search for Delhi, for any city that you live in, right? But I see a lot of programs which are in Bangalore as a city, obviously because the reason there is so much of demand in Bangalore for these kind of roles. So now when you do a search, this is where the confusion comes, right? You see lot of people giving HR analytics as a course. There are so many institutes, every damn institute gives a course in HR analytics, okay? Then the next question is it worth, Leslie, is it worth to invest my money in these courses, right? That's a question you will have. So what I would suggest is, if you just look at these courses, Upgrad has a course, Simplilearn has a course, Besant Technology has a course, and here you can see Henry having Data Gyan, Indian Institute of Management Bangalore has a course, IIHR has a course, Jigsaw Academic has a course. These all are top institutes in HR analytics, okay? And to give you just a sample, if you see Jigsaw Academy, which is now UNext, their course fees is 1,10,000 rupees, okay? So if you are somebody who was just going to get into HR analytics or just going to get into a job, investing 1,10,000 rupees might be a challenge for you. If you have, then your choice to decide. But if you are having somebody who is having challenge to invest that much of money, then what I would recommend is we have udemy.com, right? You can come here, just search HR analytics. You will see so many courses, okay? Which is just 500 rupees, 600 rupees, 1000 rupees, etc. You just need to look through these courses, see the reviews, see the content of the course, and decide one or two courses out of this, and then start doing it. Then you might ask me another question, Leslie, if I do this, will I get a job? Let me explain you. Any of these courses that you do, whether it is in Udemy or in any other institute for that matter, the course alone is not going to get you a job. What is going to get you a job is the knowledge that you gain. So if you are able to gain enough knowledge from these Udemy courses, you can still make an impact and get a job, right? So that is what is more important than the certification, than the course completion certification, or whatever you call it as, right? The most important part is how much knowledge you have gained. So if you can gain with the least investment, that is what I'm suggesting you. And this will also help you if you're a person who does not know much about HR analytics and you're not seriously decided that you want to get into HR analytics, but you just want to test the water, this can be a right choice for you. So you can go in, check the courses, do the courses, then you can decide for yourself whether you are a person who wants to do HR analytics really or no. If you do not want to do, still you can go for another thing with the least investment. So I would suggest you to start with a Udemy course to learn the basics. At least you can complete a 50 to 60% of knowledge. You can get that knowledge from these courses. And then if it is required, if you think that is what you want to do, then you can go for these courses which you saw here, any of these courses that as you like, right? I do not have any recommendations here. I'm not a person from these institutes for that matter. So I'm just giving you the knowledge that is there available, just giving you a guidance how to choose it, right? So that is how you can learn HR analytics, right? Now the learning part is completed. The next part is about searching a job for the knowledge that you have gained. Now, how to search for a job? So ideally for HR analytics, people prefer to have somebody from a top college or somebody from somebody who has at least 3 to 5 years of experience as a minimum requirement. But if you do not have these two, right, then what I would suggest to you is there are two options, two areas that you can look for a job. One is a corporate company, MNC company, like any MNC company you can name it. You can have a HR analytics team there. You can try for that. That is one option. The second option is we have so many institutes which, not institute, there are so many startup companies which help other organizations by doing HR analytics or data analytics. So you just need to do again a simple search. You just need to do a simple Google search saying data analytics companies in Bangalore, right? Data analytics companies in Bangalore. Now you will find there are many companies like Accenture Analytics, iTechArt, Absolute Data, Tableau. These are very few companies. There are so many companies available. If you go scroll down the results, you'll be able to definitely find multiple companies, data analytics companies, startup companies or mid-sized companies in the location that you're looking for. Now try to connect with the HR recruiters in those companies through LinkedIn, right? And or try to connect with the person who is a manager in those companies again through LinkedIn. Talk to them, tell them that you prefer to do an internship for 6 months. Try to gain knowledge, try to get that exposure and then probably try for a job. Or even you can try directly for a job if you have enough knowledge, right? So the point here is you have two options. One is an MNC company, obviously you'll prefer that, but slightly difficult to get in as a fresher. But if you start trying for the startup companies or mid-sized companies with enough knowledge that you gain from the Udemy courses or any other courses, then it's going to be much easier for you to get these jobs. Just you need to do a simple Google search and look for people in LinkedIn, connect with them, text them on LinkedIn and get the job that you want, right? Now quickly let's see what are the kind of job opportunities available. I have just done a quick search in LinkedIn HR Analytics and I have searched for jobs here. As you can see, here you can see there are multiple jobs which talks about HR Analytics. You can see Thomson Reuters is hiring for a senior HR advisor, HR Analytics Tableau, right? So this is 5 years experience they're looking at. As I said, they usually look at 3+ years of experience. Now coming to Naukri.com, there you can see again I have done a simple HR Analytics as a keyword. HR Analytics and Insights Manager. Let's open this. You can see here, provide analytical support to top management by developing dashboards, automating reports, responsive for daily, weekly, monthly, secondary MIS to HR, use analytical tool to interpret data, provide reports, right? This is one of the job description. We'll see here, build, develop, maintain data models, reporting systems, data automation system, dashboards, compiles the HR metrics. So all it talks about is data. Just need to analyze, give a report. This is what you do as a HR analytics person. So now if you have got some interest to do HR analytics, go start learning and get a job in HR analytics. If you think this video is helpful, just give a thumbs up. And if you have more questions, put it on the comment box. And if you are not subscribed yet, please do subscribe so that you get similar videos in upcoming days. Thank you so much for watching.